Welcome back to yet another weekly recap on the channel. A lot of stuff to cover in this video, so be more exciting than some of the previous weekly recaps where we haven't made much of any changes at all. First and foremost, going to cover the boring stuff. So in terms of training, I'll throw up just kind of my training regimen, the spreadsheet that I have if you guys are interested in looking at that, but no changes really at all for the training side of things. Have some exciting changes in terms of nutrition, and then also just kind of covering how the prior 15 weeks went out, or 15 weeks out from the first show went, and then also we'll set the standards for that 14 weeks out. So hopefully you guys saw that training stuff on screen. You can always pause and just take that down or note it or screenshot it or whatever you want to do with it if you want to take a deeper look into my training. But now kind of moving on to the nutrition side of things, you'll see both 16 weeks out and then also 15 weeks out on screen, just to kind of give you guys an idea of what we're working with. So essentially for 15 weeks out, very similar macros and calories to the prior week, with 234 protein, 263 carb, and 80 fat, coming out to 2,712 calories. As always, for the cardio, been doing this for many weeks, but have 200 calories on an incline treadmill. Do the incline at 12.5 and then 3 miles per hour for the speed. And usually after 20 minutes, I'll come right out to 200 calories, or at least on the treadmill that I have been using. And then kind of the crazy part of this week, didn't make any real changes, just been roughly activity around 10,000 steps, including that incline treadmill time, which is around like 2,500 to 3,000, I would say, depending on what the Garmin that I wear picks up. But roughly around 10K steps a day is what I'm doing. And somehow just weight kind of fell off a cliff in terms of being down 4.2 pounds for the week on average from the prior week, where we lost 1.6. And I didn't make really any changes. And due to that, and then also just that we've been dieting now going on 15 weeks already, because I started at 30 weeks out in terms of my diet, and just slowly been losing a bit over a pound a week from there. We are going to take at least a week diet break, maybe a 2-week diet break. So what that'll kind of look like is me pulling my calories back to my maintenance, or my guesstimated maintenance, I should say, because you'll never know for sure. But that'll be 3,200 calories, 240 grams of protein, 360 carbs, and 89 fat, roughly, for the macros. The goal here really is just to kind of reset the diet fatigue, and then also hopefully with a bit more micronutrients and electrolytes mixed in, kind of get a nice little boost in training. In this week for training, everything's staying the same once again. And then next week, do plan on doing a bit of a deload. So just give the body some time to recover. My first show is 14 weeks out, but I am targeting my last show, which would be WNBF Worlds, is 26 weeks, or roughly 6 months out. So we just have a very, very long diet phase in front of us. So the ability to incorporate these diet breaks, and then also in the future definitely do some refeeds or higher carb days, will definitely help out with that diet fatigue and just management of the body, the wear and tear. So that is the plan. I do anticipate seeing weight jump up a bit, not so much because we're putting on body fat or anything like that, just with more carbs, gonna fill out the muscles a bit more. And then also when you're taking in more electrolytes and more carbs, you're gonna hold a bit more water. So do just kind of plan on seeing weight jump up a little bit. We'll kind of play it by ear and be reactive once again in terms of the prep going forward. Hopefully by now you guys have seen some of the posing content on screen as well to give a physique update. Definitely progressing very well. Looking a bit flat in the video, but overall physique is definitely progressing in the right direction. And still at 12 weeks out at 14 weeks out, still have a lot of time to really dig and go forward. I say 12 weeks because essentially after the diet break, we'll be 12 weeks out from the first show, and that'll be kind of the phase where we do a lot of digging to get that stage ready physique. And it's kind of crazy to think when I did my first show when I was 19 as a teen, I didn't start dieting until 13 weeks out and started right around that 3,000 calorie mark. So definitely in a good place timeline wise to bring a really good package to the stage. I'm really excited to share the journey along with you guys. But if you did make it all the way to the end of the video, just want to say thank you very much for watching. Comment any questions, comments, concerns you have down below, and subscribe to the channel for more prep content coming in the future. And as always, have a good rest of your day and stay fed.